Hi there, Crafty pals. Thanks so much for checking out this video. It's a little sticker journal piece. Now, I bought the Stapmeria texture paste, so it's a black sparkle paste, I think they call it. And I also got this Stapmeria booklet, this little art journal booklet. And I thought, since I already showed you the background in the little unboxing video, I'd put together a video for my sticker journal. And you've seen a few of these before, which are basically just for fun. So not that they don't serve a purpose. The purpose is that I get creative enjoyment out of them, but there's no sort of memory keeping involved. You absolutely could use these exact same techniques for memory keeping if you wished, but I really just enjoy creating these little sticker books with lots of pretty little elements. I find, because I'm a bit more of a boy scrapper, that sometimes I tend to shy away from certain styles or themes, and they don't necessarily fit with my main scrapbooking style, but I can take those same techniques, so the layering, the clustering, and using the pretty elements, and really just spread those across into these sticker journals. All right, so I'm making this little cluster background first. I find that it's a lot easier for my own creativity if I actually sort of pre-prep what my main element's going to be. So I've got these kind of windows, I've got some little bottles and jars and a little wordlet piece, which works beautifully for this sort of creative piece that I'm working on. And I'm going to pull out some of these florals, so these die cut ephemera, and I purchased all these at the same time in the little unboxing video. If you haven't seen that, you can go ahead to my channel and check that out. But these florals, they're so pretty. I just love how they look, and I love that I didn't have to cut them, and they're ready to just stick down and attach to the page. So as I'm putting this together, I'm kind of looking at it going, well, geez, I've really covered up most of that really pretty sparkly paste in the background. And okay, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to need to make a smaller cluster for that right hand side, and it in turn turned into a sort of a double page, as you would have seen from the initial picture. I put that sort of first cluster over to the left and create a smaller cluster, because the first one just apparently got a little bit out of control and was slightly bigger than expected. So I'm using a little bit of torn paper and a few more little elements, just really having a fun little play and a good time. So there was nothing too strict or structured. I didn't start with any idea in mind, just to use these elements and pieces and add to the texture paste background that I'd already started with. So it is a really cute little booklet. I think if Stapmeria brings more of these booklets out, I would definitely buy more of them. I think they're very good value in terms of what you get, because it's all pre-die cut for you. There's patterned papers, sticker sheets in there as well. So it really lends itself to quite a few uses. And shortly I'm actually going to turn one of them into a scrapbook layout. So a little bit of a challenge for me with the style of that junk journal book, with the sort of the theme of it, where it's kind of woodsy and outdoors, and it's not something I would normally scrapbook as such. So I'm looking forward to the challenge that will involve. And here's where you can see that this kind of develops again, in that I could have added more of that paste, but I didn't want it to be too heavy, and I wanted to keep that sort of main feature. So I'm using the same stencil, but I'm going to use just black distress ink through there. Of course, splatters work beautifully when we're getting a little bit grungy, and that's the kind of feel I think we've got here. Gluing everything down, I use tacky glue for everything, because it just helps to adhere long term in the Queensland heat. Essentially the bigger cluster will go on the left hand side, and I've doodled around the border, added that little bit of stenciling, and I really love how this came together. I think the mixture of the stenciled background with these pretty colors and the black and white florals with the butterfly, it really does come together beautifully. All right, having a look there, that's the final share. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and happy scrapping.